We are cutting into a media briefing of NCP Chief Sharad Pawar. There you have the man on your screens right now. Remember, the momentum is now building up for a common agenda to be shaped up. Earlier, of course, we heard Sanjay Raut saying that the process and in fact the focus is now to build a common minimum program. The heads of all these three parties, Shiv Sena, NCP and the Congress, were supposed to come up with their individual proposals, and then there is supposed to be a consensus building process. So alliance talks clearly making headway, a common minimum program being shaped up, all in a bid to stake claim to form government. NCP confirms that Shiv Sena can have the Chief Minister's post. So those are the inputs coming in at this point, which we are breaking right now. NCP confirms CM's post will go to the Shiv Sena. So some of the modalities have been made public, but yet a lot remains to be seen as to what the exact contours of the common minimum program would be. But this is indeed big development, where a confirmation is coming from the NCP that they are willing to concede the post of the Chief Minister to the Shiv Sena. Will Congress be also on board with this? All of those questions remain. As of now, we are going to listen in to NCP Chief Sharad Pawar. As soon as he starts speaking, we will dip into that. But let's just talk about a little bit about what's been happening in the last 24 hours. Remember, the deadline for the NCP to stake claim to form government got over without any headway being made during that period, but following that, President's rule was imposed in the state of Maharashtra. Let's listen into what Mr. Nawab Malik had to say just a short while ago.
सवाल बार बार पूछा जा रहा है कि शिवसेना का मुख्यमंत्री होगा क्या। मुख्यमंत्री के पद को लेके ही शिवसेना भारतीय जनता पार्टी के बीच में विवाद पैदा हुआ, तो निश्चित रूप से मुख्यमंत्री शिवसेना का होगा। शिवसेना को अपमानित किया गया है, तो हमारी जिम्मेदारी बनती है कि उनका स्वाभिमान और सम्मान बनाए रखना, ये हमारी जिम्मेदारी है और निश्चित रूप से हम उनका मुख्यमंत्री बनेगा, इस पे हम किसी भी प्रकार की हमारी आपत्ति नहीं है।
So Nawab Malik first came up with that statement saying, yes, the NCP has made its decision. The post of the Chief Minister will go to Shiv Sena. And they also, in fact, just now you just heard Mr. Nawab Malik also saying that the Shiv Sena was left insulted. They were not given the due respect by the BJP. The entire bone of contention was over the post of the Chief Minister. And the NCP has agreed to give that position to the Shiv Sena. So that should bring the three parties onto the common ground, because remember, this was a major sticking point for the Shiv Sena. They kept reiterating that the position of the Chief Minister should go to the party. And that confirmation now coming from the NCP, will that pave the way now for forging an alliance between the NCP, the Congress and the Shiv Sena? Well, just to tell our viewers once again that the NCP has for the very first time confirmed today that the CM's post will go to the Shiv Sena. NCP leader and senior party spokesperson Nawab Malik said that NCP has no issue with the Chief Minister's chair being taken by the Shiv Sena. Mayuresh Ganpatiya joining us with the latest information on the developments taking place. So Mayuresh,
मैं इसलिए पूछ रहा हूँ कि मैं कई क्लब चलाता हूँ, शायद आपको मालूम होगा मुंबई क्रिकेट एसोसिएशन सबसे एक अच्छा क्लब जो है बॉम्बे में, उसका कई मैंने शुरुआत की, कंस्ट्रक्ट किया, सब कुछ किया। दूसरा बॉम्बे में शायद आपको मालूम होगा कि गढ़वाली क्लब, ये बहुत बड़ा क्लब है, इसका भी मैं प्रेसिडेंट हूँ। ऐसे 3-4 क्लब मैं चलाता हूँ, मगर वहाँ मेंबरशिप है, मेंबरशिप
Mayuresh is with us on the phone line. Mayuresh, we were trying to listen in to Mr. Pawar. If you can help us understand what are the statements he made just now, and in the overall picture, what is NCP's position on government formation in Maharashtra? Okay, I'm told we're not connected with Mayuresh yet, but NCP Chief Sharad Pawar there now coming out to the media, because remember, he has maintained a very stoic silence for the long time during the period that deliberations were on. NCP had the onus to bring Congress party on board when it came to supporting a Shiv Sena-led government. Some of that seems to have been achieved with the NCP conceding the CM's post to the Shiv Sena. Mayuresh is back with us. Yes, Mayuresh.
Right now, Sharad Pawar is on Vidarbha tour. Basically, he's meeting the farmers, he's visiting the farm field, and he is taking stock of the situation that due to the untimely rain, the losses which has happened. So he's right now monitoring that situation, and he's there. But as we have been given to understand, I just spoke with the NCP leader, Mr. Nawab Malik, who was a part of the coordination panel between the Congress and Shiv Sena. He clearly said that the Shiv Sena has defected from the BJP on the issue of CM post, and that's why it is our responsibility to not to hurt them. And next CM will be from Shiv Sena, not from the NCP or Congress.
One assume that this decision to concede the Chief Minister's post to the Shiv Sena was taken in consultation with the Congress party?
The decision must have been taken into the consultation with the Congress party, because if you remember yesterday, a high-level meeting happened between Uddhav Thackeray, the Congress State President Balasaheb Thorat, and NCP State President Jayant Patil. And after that meeting, only this decision must have been taken. So we have been given to understand by Mr. Nawab Malik clearly on camera, on record, that the next CM will be from the Shiv Sena. So
Okay.
there are no talks happening of 2.5 years CM post for Shiv Sena and 2.5 years for other parties.
Okay, so that's conceding a lot of ground to the Shiv Sena, and that should, in fact, Mayuresh, pave the way then for an alliance to be stitched between the Congress, the NCP and the Shiv Sena, or do you think there are a few more hurdles to cross before that can actually happen?
I'm gathering from my sources is that yesterday these three parties have nominated their two leaders each, who had made the draft. That the final draft has been sent to all these party chiefs, including Sonia Gandhi, Sharad Pawar, and Mr. Uddhav Thackeray. Now, all these respected party chiefs will go through the draft. If they have any suggestions, they will make kind of a they will do the modification in that draft. Otherwise, in this week, we are expecting that a high-level meeting will happen between Sonia Gandhi and Sharad Pawar, and then the message will get conveyed to Uddhav Thackeray. There is another possibility that Uddhav Thackeray may travel to Delhi, and the meeting between Sharad Pawar, Uddhav Thackeray, and Sonia Gandhi will happen at this weekend, and then they will take a final call about to form this particular new alliance between Congress, Shiv Sena, and NCP, and then they will stake the claim.
Okay, so the important part then, Mayuresh, is that a draft common minimum program is ready. You are telling us that each of these parties will have to come up with their suggestions, if any, on the draft before it can get a final shape. Mandar Fanse joining us on the broadcast, senior news editor of Mirna, joining us right now on the big developments. Mandar, I would like to just toss over to you to give us an overall perspective now. Fast-paced developments happening after the imposition of the president's rule. The three parties have been able to put their heads together, apparently, to draft a common minimum program. How will things progress from here on, Mandar?
What we learn from our sources, basically the progress is quite as they have spoken about, and especially various modalities are being worked out, especially when it comes to the demands of all these three parties are concerned, while sharing the power, especially when it comes to the portfolios, or for that matter, even as far as what we know, the posts which are being which are about to get shared, especially they are thinking about the deputy chief minister post as well. Possibly there will be two deputy chief ministers, which is also being contemplated since for 5 years. Shiv Sena is most likely to get the chief ministerial post, and that's how Shiv Sena wants to prove its point that they wanted at least 2.5 years post chief minister's post from BJP, but since they haven't got that as per the promise which they are claiming, they are now with this such kind of an alliance they are getting 5 years term for the chief minister of Shiv Sena. So that becomes a big point for Shiv Sena to rally around. Apart from that, of course, the portfolios which are being concerned, the most important thing is also about the Speaker of the Assembly, and the Speaker of the Assembly post also is a very strong post in the overall state legislature, and therefore whether Congress would get that post or the NCP would get that post, that also is a very, very important aspect, and that is also being finalized. What we learn is the overall common minimum program, which was much talked about since last almost 4-5 days. That common minimum program is now finalized. The Shiv Sena, Congress, NCP have constituted a 2-member committee each, and out of that committee, all the 6 members of the committee of the new alliance, they have arrived on a conclusion of a common minimum program, and that CMP is being it is already conveyed to the core committee of the Congress. So Congress now is about to work upon that common minimum program from the high command side in Delhi. What we learn is Mr. Sharad Pawar would go to Delhi on Saturday, and then on Sunday, most probably in the afternoons, Sonia Gandhi, Congress President, and Sharad Pawar, NCP President, would meet and have a meeting along with just to get updated with what is happening in the state. And thereafter, most likely what we learn is Mr. Uddhav Thackeray also will visit and meet Sonia Gandhi in Delhi. So that's how this backdoor politics is at its speed, and it seems in another 4 to 5 days, the claim for formation of the new government will also be done.
Okay, so like you're saying, Mandar, big win for the Shiv Sena, the fact that the NCP has conceded the post of the CM. As for the deputy CMs, it is possible that there will be 2 deputy CMs, one each from Congress and NCP. Mandar, stay on with us. Let's tell our viewers that the NCP had made this confirmation earlier, that the CM's post will go to the Shiv Sena. NCP leader and senior party spokesperson Nawab Malik has said that the party has no issues with Shiv Sena taking the CM's post. Let's listen in.
सवाल बार बार पूछा जा रहा है कि शिवसेना का मुख्यमंत्री होगा क्या। मुख्यमंत्री के पद को लेके ही शिवसेना भारतीय जनता पार्टी के बीच में विवाद पैदा हुआ, तो निश्चित रूप से मुख्यमंत्री शिवसेना का होगा। शिवसेना को अपमानित किया गया है, तो हमारी जिम्मेदारी बनती है कि उनका स्वाभिमान और सम्मान बनाए रखना, ये हमारी जिम्मेदारी है, और निश्चित रूप से हम उनका मुख्यमंत्री बनेगा, इस पे हम किसी भी प्रकार की हमारी आपत्ति नहीं है।
So, Mandar, coming back to you, Nawab Malik making it clear that the only condition that the Shiv Sena had was the post of the chief minister. The BJP did not concede to that demand, and therefore the NCP and the Congress party has decided to honor the Shiv Sena because of the way the mandate was given to give the CM's position. So that is coming from NCP's side, but we haven't heard a clear word from the Congress. Would it be safe to assume that this decision was taken in consultation with the Congress party?
This is all source-based information, and obviously for that, getting a complete clarification in terms of from the new formed coalition, it is needed, and the overall modalities are still being worked upon. It seems that there is no discordant note as of now, as far as considering various demands from all the parties put together are concerned. They are also considering the local self-government's status, because remember, in most of the local self-government, at each and every panchayat or Jilla Parishad, or for that matter, even in the corporations and Nagar councils, the newly formed alliance will also have its own impacts on the local politics, and therefore every minute thing is being discussed. Apart from the common minimum program, which is being drawn, is based on the manifestos which these 3 parties have come up. Remember, as a pre-poll alliance, Congress and NCP have come up with a joint manifesto.
What Sanjay Raut said also. I have Mr. Bharat Kumar Raut on the phone line joining us at this point. Good morning, Mr. Raut. Now, fast-paced developments are taking place. It seems a formula has been struck between the 3 parties. The Shiv Sena has managed to get the CM's position, Mr. Raut. NCP confirming that decision has been taken, and the NCP has no problems with the Sena taking the CM's position. Your thoughts on that, please, sir?
Yeah, it seems to be a good move from Shiv Sena's point of view. As I was saying from last week that the ISIS started melting. So it has finally melted, I think. And if Congress and NCP both are agreeable on Uddhav Thackeray's position as Chief Minister for 5 years, full term, then I think there should not be any problem, because the distribution of portfolios and incorporation of ministers should not be a matter of worry for the Shiv Sena. Now, the question is, Sharad Pawar will be agreeable, but because he is here, he is the final chief of the party. Question is with the Congress chief, Sonia Gandhi. I think some time back she was not very positive about going with Shiv Sena because after all, Congress is a national party. They have to be worried, concerned about the aftermath of this in various other states. So she is not yet given her nod to this. Hopefully she should give. If she gives, then the problem will be resolved.
Right. So what you're telling us essentially, Mr. Raut, is that there are still certain issues within the Congress party not completely resolved. In that sense, Mr. Raut, do you think that, the fallout that you were talking about for the Congress party, what does it have to lose? Because here you are forming government, of course, with an ideologically different party like Shiv Sena. But on the other hand, you're part of the government in Maharashtra. That also is a win for the Congress party under the circumstances.
Yes, you're right. Congress has been losing state after state, but of late it has won 3 states in the mid part of India, that is Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, and Chhattisgarh. Plus, it has a power in Punjab also. So, definitely, Congress would like to be part of the power in Maharashtra, being the prime state. However, the ideology of Shiv Sena and Congress, they are not only different, but they are diagonally opposite. One is on the Hindutva stance, and it's militant Hinduism. So I don't know really how Sonia Gandhi takes it. Will she accept Shiv Sena's stance, or is Shiv Sena ready to melt his stance or reduce his stance? That is yet to be seen. For example, let me give you example. Now Shiv Sena has been very, very adamant about conferring Bharat Ratna to Swatantra Veer Savarkar. He was the Hindutva leader. Now Congress is vehemently opposing, and not today, but for many years, to Swatantra Veer Savarkar. Here, now the first confrontation will take place if does the government in Maharashtra accepts the center's decision to offer confer Bharat Ratna to Savarkar. If they don't, then Shiv Sena will fall on face, or it will have to take on the Congress and NCP, basically NCP for Congress on that issue.
Yes, which is why, Mr. Raut, it will be interesting to see whether a common minimum program can hold these 3 parties together. What would be the stability of the government in Maharashtra be like? Thank you so much for joining us with important inputs on the developments, Mr. Raut.